The athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bulls, ball runs point with Levine flanking him. Andre Drummond is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Pass to Siakam. Goes up on the wing. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Outside for Levine. Lets the three fly. He buries it from three.
Woo! Zach barely gave the defense a chance there. He quickly gets the shot in the air.
Pass to Barnes. Tries the spin move. And here's Siakam for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
You know Zach LaVine's never averaged fewer than double-digit points in his career, but he didn't get picked for the All-Star team until his 7th season.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Pass to Barnes. From outside the arc. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. You know, one area where Levine improved in his first All-Star season was efficiency, Smitty.
You're correct. The scoring totals were always impressive, but his effective shooting percentage took a big jump up. Zach's playing the smartest basketball of his career.
Now here's VanVleet. Off target with the three. Drummond finds Levine. Here's Vucevic, covered by Pirtle. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Anunoby against Levine. Can't hit from in close. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Levine with a screen on VanVleet. Levine with it. VanVleet covering. VanVleet against ball. Just 5 to shoot. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Anunoby on the wing. He's covered by Levine. Pass to Pirtle. Here's VanVleet. Looking to end the drought. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Smitty, what you like about this Bulls offense, they tend to take good shots.
Reason why, B.A., they've got veteran scorers who are disciplined, patient. It's difficult for defenses to speed them up. Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
Pass to Barnes. Back to VanVleet. Outside Barnes. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Timeout called, the Raptors. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Ball. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Levine. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
The three from Barnes. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three from DeRozan. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam, right side. Pirtle in the post. Drummond's there. It's stolen by Drummond. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Ball gets it to go.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And an Obi for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Levine for three. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Chicago in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low.
And for a big man, Siakam handles it well, playing with confidence in these pick-and-roll sets. And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Ball. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
VanVleet outside. Pass to Anunoby. For three. That shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
BA, he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter. It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred VanVleet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Well, Smitty, VanVleet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, BA, Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Here's Siakam after the basket by Chicago. Outside Levine. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Instinctual pass by Zach Levine. Doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
Now here's VanVleet. Takes the three. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by Toronto. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Levine against Anunoby. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
And Anunoby for 3. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You can count on Pirtle to play with energy. And this time it pays off with the second chance points.
Pass to Ball. Driving to the basket. And Ball throws it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Anunoby. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. VanVleet on the wing. Back to Siakam. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Now here's Levine. Give him 8 points now. And Drummond with the jam.
Each year he's getting better and better. Drummond with the unstoppable move.
It's Van Vliet with a drive. Up and in on the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Van Vliet against Ball. Outside Levine. Here's the 3. On target from range. Levine's got 11.
Boy, there's a certain beauty to that high arching jumper. Levine showing us the range.
Kicks it out to Siakam. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Assist from
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. There's 31 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Ball passes to Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Barnes. DeRozan for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Well, we've talked about DeRozan's lack of supreme range. Wouldn't know it from watching that one.
Van Vliet outside. Anunoby against DeRozan. Kicks it out to Siakam. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. He's got 11.
I like the competitive spirit of Siakam. Seizing back momentum with a 3 of his own.
Thanks, Allie. After the
Bulls 35, the Raptors 17.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Green out there with Derrick Jones. Then it's Patrick Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's White in at the 2. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
Good work there as it goes.
Good decision from Chris Boucher, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Caruso, the pass to Jones. To the inside, Williams. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. Jones with the ball, 13 feet out. And it's Boucher with the rebound. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
And that's an intentional foul. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. A line change here for Chicago.
It's time for T-shirts. It's time for the
90 seconds into the second half now. Trent finds Boucher. Back to Trent. Outside Porter. Trent right side. 6 to shoot. Shoots over ball. The bank shot, no good. And the Bulls shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. DeRozan with the ball. Barton covering. Porter against Levine. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
A well-coordinated athlete. Drummond rolls off the screen, ready to finish.
Trent outside. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Yet another bucket for Andre Drummond. They've done a great job of getting him the ball in his spots.
Trent for 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And Toronto calls time here. For Chicago, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Levine with a screen on Trent. Ball passes to Levine. Now Vucevic. Now Levine. Drummond finds DeRozan. He takes it in. And the dunk by DeRozan.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Trent, the pass to Boucher. Back to Trent. Boucher against Vucevic. Boucher, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Down low. Levine passes to Drummond. Porter with the steal. Levine against Trent. To the paint. And finished off by Boucher.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
With the reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Trent, the pass to Boucher. 1:02 left to play in the third quarter. Barton outside. Porter with a screen on Levine. The Raptors need to get off a shot. From 10 feet away. Outside for Porter. Goes back up. Here's Boucher. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
This is what we've come to expect from Zach Levine. Poetry in air.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside for Porter. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Vucevic. Can't get it to drop. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Gary Trent Jr. with great awareness, finding a guy with a better shot.
1 second left. And Drummond with the jam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Toronto shooting just 35% from the floor. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. 2 points. That one goes.
Just what you expect from Pirtle inside, using his size to get to a close-range shot.
Ball outside. DeRozan against Barnes.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Anunoby on the wing. He's covered by Levine. DeRozan against Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, you have to respect the drive from DeRozan, so he usually has enough space to knock down the jump shot.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
The added strength coming into play. Zach LaVine just shrugging off the contact inside.
It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Anunoby to the left wing. Siakam against Vucevic. Siakam, no good. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Levine way outside. Here's Vucevic. Good on the bucket.
Great positioning by Vucevic. Hustle points for the big man.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Spins. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Ball outside. Outside Levine.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Drummond.
2 minutes.
And the jam by Drummond.
The defense playing Zach to score. He doesn't force it, just drops it off to the roller.
Van Vliet outside. Takes a 3. And the Raptors another 3.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Levine against Anunoby. DeRozan outside from behind the arc. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
He's 6'5", but he has elite athleticism. Levine with the size to compete on the interior. To give you an idea of how good the Bulls were last season, they spent 56 days atop the Eastern Conference, but ultimately they couldn't overcome the injury to Lonzo Ball.
Vucevic against Siakam. Anunoby for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. And it's the Bulls' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. The kick out to Ball. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Siakam left side. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet outside. Stolen by Ball. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Vucevic. The 3-pointer off the mark. Siakam in the post. Pounded by Ball. The 3 from DeRozan. They get the rebound.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
3-pointer Van Vliet off on that one. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive.
And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving. For a battle on the road. And looking confident all the way in. And it's the Hawks to start out. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Collins. Young outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Young with the steal. Hunter with it. Lets it go with the 3. Young, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Ball penetrating. Misses the layup. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild. Look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
First personal foul.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Kicks it out to Collins. Excellent D there from Ball. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Collins, good.
That's the guy you want with the ball inside, is Collins' ability to rise up will produce some points.
Levine deciding where to go with it.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
And it's Drummond with the ball. They'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine's shot is off.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Collins setting the pick for Young. Lock at 6. And finished off by Collins.
That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play. And very, very high percentage.
Ball from long range. Drills it from outside.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
DeRozan against Hunter. Here's Drummond. Passes it to Vucevic. Drummond with a screen on Young. Ball from long range. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Levine setting the pick for Young. Kicks it out to Collins. There's the drive, and then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
Levine sets the screen for Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trae make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East. And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Now, here's Ball. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Young. Outside Collins. Back to Young. The 3 ball. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Ball kicks to DeRozan. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your full youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court for Atlanta, Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the point. Now, here's Hunter. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Murray kicks to Hunter for the 3. Murray. And Murray with the second chance points. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And here's Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Did you see right there? That is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a 6th sense for when to dish it.
Young pass to Collins. Back to Young. The 3. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Kicks it out to Collins. Young up top. He's covered by Ball. It's stolen by Vucevic. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Young looking it over. There's the pass to Collins. Back to Young. From 15 feet away, and the shot is long.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Murray dishes to Young. Just 5 to shoot to the paint. That's good from Collins on the assist from Young. 8 points for John Collins.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Bean passes to Vucevic. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Moving it up and finished off by Collins.
Like it when Collins is cleaning up the glass and then just rocking the rim.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 5. Levine kicks to DeRozan. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Vucevic against Collins. This is to Hunter. Outside for Murray. Young drives in. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 3. Rosen dishes to Drummond. Here's Levine. Back to Drummond. And Capella sends it back.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And the Hawks with possession here after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And DeRozan kicks to Drummond. Ball against Murray. Drummond. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Atlanta, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. DeRozan leading the charge. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Young outside. Here's Collins. And then jammed down as he goes right over to Nikola Vucevic.
Interesting night where you're getting this kind of production from Collins. They're going to lean on him a little bit more now.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thanks so much, David. And we'll...
20. The Hawks, 21.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Patrick Beverly. Williams is out there with Green. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got his first bucket in this one. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Caruso kicks to Green. Williams with a clean look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. Back to Bogdanovich. Okongwu with the elbow. This one for 3, and Bojan Bogdanovich hits from deep.
Well, Bogdanovich coming right back down and going right back at him.
Beverly up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Great open look there. And the Bulls lead by 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Javonte Green. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Fernando. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Williams, a screen on Bogdanovich. Beverly. Williams finds Jones. And it's off from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And now we've got the intentional foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA.
Here's Murray. He's got 9. Collins setting the big for Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's Murray with the jam.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Greg, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is one of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Pass to Capella. Hunter on the wing. Levine against Young. At the elbow, Collins. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And it's John Collins with the rebound. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Young drives in, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Chicago has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Ball kicks to Levine. Here's the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Kicks it out to Collins. He dishes it to Hunter. 1:31 left to play in the third. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Chicago's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the rejection by Collins.
The timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms and quick off the deck.
And so here is Chicago. Drummond passes to Vucevic. Inside. DeRozan finds Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Now, here is Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Collins passes to Young. Outside for Murray. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
For 3.
Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. It's DeRozan with the drive. And finish off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
36 seconds left in the third. And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You know, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Count it. Good.
But with a big guy, a little bit of physicality can go a long way. Got inside that time.
Now here's Levine. Going inside. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going down.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls lead by 1. And we'll get... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Murray kicks to Collins. Murray scanning the floor. Young inside. DeRozan defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
In that 2018 draft, Brent, the Doncic-Young swap was a huge deal.
Yeah, so the two will be compared, and I think that's been a great deal for each team. You've seen the growth, you've seen them in the playoff, you've seen the kind of excitement level that they brought to the fans, and both have been all-stars. So Luka and Trae, both spectacular offensive players, and they both are carrying the load.
Young with the steal. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Collins setting the big for Young. A three-pointer is right on target. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hawks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And Capella sends it back. Young outside. Outside for Murray. Outside Collins. Hawks passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the previous play is under a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor stands.
How hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good. Bulls trail by 6. And Levine, here we go. And he hammers that one down right in the face of DeAndre Hunter.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
Young passes to Collins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 4. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. For 3, Levine. Another 3 for Chicago.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And it's Murray with the jam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Mercy, that was downright dirty. Levine, yes, sir.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Young outside. Outside Collins. Back to Young. The feed to Collins. Out to the right wing. Just 3 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Levine.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Capella kicks to Collins. Passes it to Young. Back to Collins. It's Young on the wing.
And we continue to see Young take on more responsibility, welcoming the challenge to go to the line.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And Vucevic kicks to Levine. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Here's DeRozan. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul, and of course he misses.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
John Collins does not have the highest free throw percentage, certainly on the team, but he can knock them down at a respectable clip. Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
A leader in the locker room. DeRozan with a chance in a huge spot.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there. But he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball from long range. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. Hey.
optional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
Now Atlanta starting 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point. Clock at 4. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Pass to Trent. Now Siakam. Stolen by Capella. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Anunoby passes to Trent. Off target from outside. Here's Atlanta with the ball.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent. Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Now here's Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Shoots over Young. Anunoby can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Murray with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Murray, shot is good.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Siakam for 3. Not going to go that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Outside Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Outside Hunter. Outside Murray. To the wing on the left. Anunoby against Young. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Now here's Murray. No good with the triple. Trent outside. Anunoby for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Anunoby's got 5 points.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Collins. Oh my, came close to a 4-point, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
Now here's Van Vliet. There's a minute 34 left now in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. The Raptors need to get off a shot. There's the 3. Van Vliet misses. The Hawks leading. Now here's Murray. Here's Collins. There's the drive.
Can we talk about body control? Well, right there, Collins showing how to maintain one's balance on that physical drive.
Pass to Siakam. Fires the three. Anunoby on the wing. 5 points in the game. Banked it in off the glass. Anunoby's got 7 points.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Collins with it. On the take. And Collins with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Van Vliet. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Murray, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Anunoby. Pirtle with the ball, guarded by Capella. Here's Siakam. Excellent D there from Collins. John Collins has been leading the charge for Atlanta, hunting for opportunities. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And stolen by Murray. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Rebound Atlanta. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
Here's Van Vliet, following the score by Atlanta. Outside Barnes. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Pass to Collins. Out to the wing. Young, the pass to Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, BA. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
Pure from three-point range.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
And here's Hunter for 3. Drops in the 3. Hunter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
There's Young with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Here's Van Vliet. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Van Vliet's got 5.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Young from long range. And the 3-pointer goes. And the Hawks lead by 14.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Stolen by Collins. Young with it. Van Vliet covering. Outside Murray. Hunter finds Murray. Collins with a screen on Anunoby. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Barnes passes to Siakam. Now here's Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 6. Siakam with a screen on Murray. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Another shot. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Atlanta's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Now here's Young. 14 points, their largest margin of the game.
Well, there's no question that Fred VanVleet's competitive toughness, his desire, and the defense is what has given him a shot to be a legit NBA force. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. The Hawks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Bogdanovich against Van Vliet. Bay outside. This one for 3. Here's Fernando, and he goes in for the dunk.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
So it's Toronto now, after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Outside for Bay. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. A little mid-range shot is up. No good on the buzzer beater. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Raptors, 16. The Hawks, 30.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from John Collins in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. We've got a Kongwu. Bogdanovich is out there with Griffin. Then there's Bruno Fernando. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. Atlanta has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Van Vliet against Bogdanovich. Pass to a Kongwu. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Now here's Bay, looking for his first basket still in this one. Uncovered, and he gets the jumper to drop. And the Hawks lead by 13. Trent against Bogdanovich. Trent outside. Pass to Barton. Lets it go from deep. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Barton. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Achua finds Trent. Barton outside. Shoots over Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young. Fernando grabs the miss. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And the Raptors have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Bogdanovich against Trent. Young with a screen on Bogdanovich. And the basket by Trent.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3 and look out, folks.
Bogdanovich passes to Bay. Great D that time from Porter. The Raptors have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Capella screen on Barton. Releases. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Toronto's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
Capella screen on Trent. Young from long range. Connects from downtown. Young's got 11.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
The kick out to Barton. Pass to Achua. Right wing. There's Young with the 3. No luck on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Young with it. Now Porter defending. And Young draws the double. And here's Hunter for 3. That one's good. And it's Young with the assist. He's got 6.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Trent. Give him 8 points now. He gets it in there.
Oh, the defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr. And he's not having any of it.
Young inside, guarded by Trent. Outside Murray. Pass to Capella. Clock at 6. And it's Capella with the jam.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
The kick out to Young. And here's Porter outside. Capella with a rebound. Young against Trent. Young attacking. Misses the layup. And so it's Atlanta liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, we take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
And Allie, thanks. Count that bucket.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Young against VanVleet. Three-pointer. Siakam outside. Beyond the arc. Pass to VanVleet. From outside the arc. He drops it from range.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred VanVleet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready. Jumper in.
Collins outside. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And Collins with the slam.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
Barnes against Hunter. Tipped. Young against Anunoby. The kick to Hunter. Right side Murray. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Left side Anunoby. Here's Siakam. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Siakam hits them both. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Barnes finds VanVleet. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. VanVleet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, Fred VanVleet, never afraid to mix it up, able to take contact and get the shot off anyway.
To the left side wing. Collins passes to Young. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Capella, screen on VanVleet. There's Young with the 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Kicks it out to Anunoby for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Young against VanVleet. The kick to Hunter. Launches it. And the Hawks with another 3.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Collins with a screen on VanVleet. Here's Young. Soft touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 19.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And Capella slams it down.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Van Vliet with it. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Pirtle. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Outside Young. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
God keep our land.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Ball and Levine are the guard set. Andre Drummond is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Here's Vucevic. And DeRozan. Here we go. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Ball kicks to Levine. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. And the chip by Levine.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Siakam. Shoots over Ball. Siakam's shot is off.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Ball, the pass to Drummond. Shoots over Pirtle, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Van Vliet picks one up.
Stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
You know, Richard, at this point in his career, we expect Andre Drummond to average a double-double every season.
Yeah, well, and let's just say most years he doesn't disappoint. He's going to go down as one of the greatest rebounders in NBA history. He's physical and determined in the paint.
Now here's Van Vliet. 4 on the clock. Anunoby. Rebounded by Vucevic. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
For 3, Van Vliet sinks the three-pointer.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Now here's Levine. Ball with it, now guarded by Hurt. And Drummond throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Barnes screen on Ball. Barnes trying to free himself up. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Drummond. Drummond sets the screen for DeRozan. Another shot. And it's Drummond missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Anunoby has the open look. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Siakam a screen on Ball. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Siakam throws it down.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Levine sets the screen for Ball. Takes the three. And Zach LaVine gets the three. Levine's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
LaVine finds Ball. Pass to Drummond. Shoots over Van Vliet. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Van Vliet against Ball. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Anunoby, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. LaVine against Anunoby. And LaVine throws it down.
He's just a ridiculous athlete. Like, for me, I enjoy watching Zach LaVine use that athleticism to the fullest.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the...
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Siakam outside. There's the triple. That shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Ball. Passes it to Vucevic. Back to Ball. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Siakam outside. That ball. Great assist by Van Vliet. Siakam's got the lead up to 3 now for Toronto. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Bulls trail by 3.
Great work from your north side.
Outside, Ball. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
Siakam looking around. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Bounce kicks to Siakam. Passes to Photon. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And the Raptors lead by 3. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back, and now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor, because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Ball dishes to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists in the game.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Drummond sets the screen for Levine. To the middle. The kick out to Ball. Drummond with a screen on Barnes. DeRozan finds Drummond. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Chicago. Raptors leading by 4. Here's Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. And Levine with the block. 55 seconds left now here in the second. Down low, Drummond. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Hurdle sets the pick for Siakam. Buries the long-range jumper. Siakam's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Here's Drummond, and Pirtle sends it back. Now, Anunoby. He has 5. Kicks it out to Siakam. He dishes it to Pirtle, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And so it's Toronto heading to the bench. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
32. The ball, 25.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. You've got Alex Caruso, Derek Jones is out there with green. Then it's Williams. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And we talk about Porter's reliability. He makes few mistakes finishing around the rim.
Here's White, here's Williams, and they call the foul, so he's got... And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more
Previous play is under review.
fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trent can't hit. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 7-point differential.
All I'm going to say is a few years ago, I would not expect this Bulls team to be in this position right now. They weren't dominating, but look at what they're doing now. It's a whole new era.
6 to shoot. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Porter kicks to Trent. Pass to Boucher. Latrey. Rebound by Williams. The Chicago team, Richard, has managed to turn things around after a string of 4 losing seasons.
And that's why you never count a team out. A few smart trades, some good draft pickups, that's all it takes for you to ascend the rankings and become a top team in this league.
And the right coach. Clearly, Billy was the right coach for this team.
Oh, yeah, and that too. Definitely the good coach.
Drops in the tray.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Caruso against Trent. Now here's Porter. Trent outside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Trent's got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
From deep, Green drills the three-pointer.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And that one's good, Caruso. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Williams can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Trent against Caruso. The pass to Boucher. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
What can you say about Caruso that hasn't already been said? One of the biggest team-first guys in the entire league.
And about Alex Caruso, Richard, not many people will complain about having him as a teammate. They all love to play with him.
Yeah, not at all. He's one of those guys that you just get fired up seeing every day. And when he got injured last season, you can tell how much his teammates missed him.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Patrick Williams. Vucevic comes in for Green. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Jones. And Levine subbed in for Kobe White.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
And that one's good, Caruso.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Van Vliet outside to the inside. Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game. On the wing, Levine. 10 points in the game so far.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's hauled in by the Bulls. It's Drummond, high post. Back to Vucevic with his first shot attempt. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Toronto calls timeout. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. To the paint, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, that you better watch out for the sniper.
Ball dishes to Drummond. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Drummond's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago. Pass to Pirtle. It's stolen by DeRozan. There's Ball with the 3. And they'll get another chance. And Drummond kicks to Levine. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
There's Ball with the 3. Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. There's the triple. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Levine kicks to DeRozan. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
The Bulls leading by 8. Levine with it. driving to the basket. And Levine with the slam.
Uh-oh, Zach LaVine, he's already won multiple dunk contests. Maybe another?
Down low. Anunoby passes to Photon. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Ball from long range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Barnes outside. 5 to shoot. Lots of room. No good that time.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Siakam a screen on Ball. For 3, Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no luck. The Bulls leading by 12. The drive by Ball. And the basket is good. 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, I just love seeing it. Ball put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Ball, the pass to Levine. To the inside. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Andre Drummond.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Shot to stop the run. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Achua's checked in. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a deep 3 from Ball. Siakam pulls it in. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Levine looking around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 16. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Levine is the 2 with DeRozan at the 3. Andre Drummond is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Ball in at the point. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Collins. That shot off the mark. Vucevic with some nice D.
This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When you talk about DeMar DeRozan, how he's increased the number of ways he can score, this time off the offensive rebound.
Young from long range. That shot off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA, it sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
Here's Young after the basket by Chicago. To stop the run. 4 on the clock. And he's going for the oop here. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins. A high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Vucevic with a steal. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
An explosive high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Murray passes to Capella. Stolen by Drummond. Here's Levine.
Oh, my goodness. So fluid, so smooth. Levine breaking ankles out here.
Young from long range. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball finds Levine. And Levine throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
A nice shot by Young.
This is Young's game. Ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
And you know what, Trae Young? He almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Now here's Levine. Give him 8. Ooh, Levine with another miss. With the crossover, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And Murray drops them both.
You know, I feel a lot of players get labeled as guys who can do a little bit of everything. DeJounte Murray has more than earned that label.
Ball finds Levine. Going inside. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Nice speed from Lonzo Ball to the wide open man. He has a good eye for those openings.
It really has been striking, the improvement Murray's shown every year, Smitty.
BA, his scoring keeps going up. His assists are up. He's one of the best rebounding point guards in this league. And his confidence is trending up just like his stats. In the 2021 playoffs, Trae Young was unreal, leading the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. The first round series against the Knicks was memorable.
Here's Levine for three. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Levine's got 13.
Love the confidence from Zach at the arc. He doesn't doubt himself for a second.
Capella, the pass to Young. Collins outside. That shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Smitty, Trae Young in New York, electric against the Knicks.
He was, BA. He was taunting the crowd in the Mecca. We saw another level of Trae Young, the ability to be the man in a series, doing it on the biggest stage in New York City.
Knocks it down from distance.
Stretching the floor like few can. You have to stay connected to Trae at all times.
Ball passes to Drummond. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one's off. And the second free throw is good.
Multi-time All-Star Andre Drummond is still very young and continues to polish his craft.
Here's Murray. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Pass to Vucevic. DeRozan against Young. Good chance here for Vucevic. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Kicks it out to Collins. And the three off target. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Bulls leading by 10. Quarter number. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace in transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Something that sets John Collins apart is his mental toughness, and you see it on the defensive end. When he locks in, he's a different player.
And he sinks the second. Collins' focus also keeps his stat line sharp, Smitty.
BA, he usually carries a high shooting percentage. He doesn't get lost in the moment, and they know they can count on him.
Murray against Levine. Vucevic, the pass to Levine. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Murray. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Murray, no good.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Ball outside. Pass to Drummond. Back to Ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. The kick to Hunter. Capella in the high post. Back to Hunter. From deep three-point range. Hits a three-pointer. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Tough shot by Hunter. Looks so composed. Isn't intimidated by the range.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Levine passes to Ball. Back to Levine. Over to the wing. Drummond finds Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Beautiful play when it comes to explosive dribble moves. Levine makes it happen.
Up top, Young. Defended by DeRozan. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Young.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
DeRozan, a screen on Murray. Levine. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Love the aggressiveness of Zach. Paying off right there. Forcing the D's hands once he's this close.
Both free throws good from Levine.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Murray. Launches a three. And it's Chicago with a board. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Levine passes to Drummond. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Timeout called, the Hawks.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
DeRozan with the ball. And Capella picks him up defensively. Ball passes to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Each year he's getting better and better. Drummond with the unstoppable move. Despite all the glitz and glamour around the Ball family, Lonzo is the ultimate team first player. Someone everyone wants to play with.
Levine passes to Drummond. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Drummond's got 7.
Up in his playmaking skills. When Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Capella, the pass to Young. Capella, screen on DeRozan. Young from long range. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 7 tonight. All right, for Lonzo, what makes him such a great teammate, Smitty?
What it is, B.A., he's always looking to others first. Lonzo loves to pass the rock. Defensively, he gives you full effort. So playing D, sharing the rock like Lonzo does, those traits make you popular in the locker room.
Here's Levine. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Levine's got 23.
Zach loves to provide for his team. He is playing his heart out on offense.
Murray from outside. Here's Collins. The shot won't fall. Vucevic with some nice D. And Levine, here we go.
Clear the deck! Deck cleared.
The burst of speed from Levine. He's so tenacious and clever on the drive.
Young with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Here's Capella. No good there. So the Bulls will take it the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. There's 25 seconds left in the second. Drummond finds DeRozan. Drummond to screen on Hunter. DeRozan for 3. Here's Drummond. Now here's Ball. 6 to shoot. DeRozan up top. Tries again. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozan, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Young. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls out in front. They lead by 13. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Green out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's White in at the 2 spot. Williams. And he was fouled. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
the previous play is under
personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Outside, Green. Outside, Williams. Caruso outside. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Green. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Hawks shooting at 45% of the game so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdan Bogdanović. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Caruso misses. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw, and they'll keep possession here. You know, you watch Bogey and how he can orchestrate. He's an underrated playmaker, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the assist numbers don't jump out at you, but he has great core vision at all times. Runs the pick and roll well and is shifty in the paint.
A good shooter from the line. Bogdanović welcomes these chances.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. A line change here for Chicago. And he's good on the second. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
Collins outside. Pass to Young. DeRozan with the rebound. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Drummond to screen on Young. Ball passes to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
The agile feet of Drummond. He's like a dancing bear out there. Nice roll off the pick.
Out left to the wing. Here's Collins. And the layup is good off the glass. Collins has got 6. The Bulls have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Ball passes to Levine. And Levine throw it down.
The question for Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Out to the right wing. Collins outside. Pass to Murray. Collins with a screen on Levine. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Collins with the slam.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. It's good on the putback. He's got 5.
Pretty tall for his position. It's nice to see Ball use his height to create second chance opportunities.
Murray passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Young. And it's good. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Defensive foul. Mr. DeRozan. His second. Team second.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Ball passes to Levine. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 8 here already in the game.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point, but once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Here's Hunter, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Aggressive inside. When Hunter attacks, good things happen. Love the initiative.
He hits the second from the line. Yeah, Ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoffs, Graham.
Yeah, and unfortunately, BA, that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3.
.152 left in the third quarter. Ball passes to Levine. Rebounded by the Hawks.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Free throw's good. Young.
The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
Ball right side. Hunter against DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. On the wing, Levine. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Ball. There's the triple. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one.
What strong fundamentals from Lonzo. Not about to waste. They look that good.
Now here's Collins. And Collins with the jam.
Dunk contest level jam. Collins looks like he's having fun out there.
Up top Ball. Guarded by Young. Here's Levine.
Oh, wow!
He went
oh my
way up.
goodness! Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Ball passes to DeRozan. Levine with a screen on Hunter. Rebounded by the Hawks. Murray for three. The shot misses.
Atlanta foul. Then Capella, his fourth. Team second. At the line for the ball.
That free throw good from Levine.
When it comes to scoring, Zach LaVine is just getting better and better. Every season, he comes back a stronger shooter.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's Drummond, and the jam by Drummond.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Young from long range gets the three ball to go. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Bulls, Zach LaVine.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Chicago. He's nearing the 40-point mark, just getting whatever. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback.
Okay.
Oh my! Throw it down!
Yes, he did. No denying Zach LaVine's hops. Flies right up and sometimes over the hoop to jam it in.
Left side Hunter. Pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5 even though he's a little undersized.
Young against Ball. Outside for Levine. Drummond to screen on Murray. Shot by Levine, no good. Atlanta's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight until they foul intentionally.
His first. Team first.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Capella finds Murray. Screen by Capella. Murray drives in, uses the glass on the layup.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
Ball against Young. Ball passes to Drummond. Back to Ball. Outside for Levine. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 15.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Murray, no good. For Chicago, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's the break. Fires the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Chicago's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Young against Ball. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's off contact. Really good body control. You like to see Zach playing physical.
Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
DeRozan finds Drummond. Now Levine. And he drives in. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Some people say Levine settles for too many jump shots. This time, he doesn't.
Kicks it out to Collins. Capella inside. Pounded by Ball. Collins passes to Murray. Collins with a screen on Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Levine with a steal. No good on the shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. For Atlanta, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Collins, no good. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Bulls.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Zach LaVine.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Ball against Young. The shake.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
At the line for the Bulls.
That free throw, no good.
An unselfish young guard. Lonzo Ball takes pride, in my opinion, of success of others. Probably why his teammates love playing with him.
There's Young with the 3. The shot no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. The 3 from DeRozan. Collins with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Young the bucket on the assist by Collins.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here's Ball. 11 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Second chance shot. With the drive. Off target. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building...
matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan, not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift. But I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Collins. Good D by Siakam. Young against VanVleet. Siakam inside the 3-point line. Hunter grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Young finds Capella. Good D by Siakam.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Siakam. Basket counts. Siakam's got his second bucket.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact. And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's VanVleet. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Now the pass to Barnes. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Young outside. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Hands it from downtown. Siakam's got 7.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Collins, a screen on VanVleet. Young's shot is off. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort and John Collins giving it to you.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Okay, David, thanks. And so here's Atlanta. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
That's where Capella's so dangerous. He slips off those screens and is such a big target to finish.
Now here's VanVleet. And he lays it straight in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Murray, the pass to Collins. Inside. Capella kicks to Young. Back to Capella. And it's Young at the elbow. Can't hit from the elbow.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Collins setting the pick for Young. From outside, off the mark.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
For 3, Siakam. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. From the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Capella. Outside for Murray. Here's Young. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. And Trey is a flat-out scorer.
Siakam outside. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Here's Young. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Pirtle is very passionate on defense. So good.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Raptors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post position. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the Hawks spot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam. This is his first free throw of the game. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Here's Young. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Trains the three-pointer. Collins has got 7 points.
Confidence there shown by John Collins. Gotta like watching him go right up for the shot.
Van Vliet looking around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Young, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Siakam kicks to Pirtle. Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet wide open. And that one hits back iron. The Hawks trail by 3. Kicks it out to Collins. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
And some of the dunks Collins can pull off are just awesome.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
Now, here's Siakam. 10 points for him. Barnes passes to Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Pirtle. Changes up. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Capella. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative. And let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
Here's Siakam following the basket by Trae Young. Pirtle with a screen on Collins. Siakam misses. The Hawks leading. Young outside. Outside Collins. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. And Siakam throws it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Beyond the arc. Young, no good. The Raptors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Van Vliet. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Hunter. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta. Young against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Barnes against Hunter. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Pass to Siakam. Another miss by Siakam. And So it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Our defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Passes it to Collins. Over to the wing. Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Van Vliet outside. Anunoby against Murray. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Anunoby.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The kick out to Young. For 3, and Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
And stolen by Barnes. Siakam up top. Back to Barnes. Anunoby in the corner. He feeds it to Pirtle. It's stolen by Capella. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Anunoby. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. All right, David, thank you. And
20.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Gary Trent. He's out there with Porter. Achua is out there with Young. Bay wide open, and he fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bay's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Back to Trent. Bay with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Bogdanovich looking around. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
Bogdanovich against Trent. Young outside. Trent with the wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Hawks leading by 6. Lets the 3 fly. Okongwu, he can't get it to go. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Young. And he converts the layup.
Backed by great length, I'd call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Bay. Back to Bogdanovich. The 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Raptors trail by 4. Trent outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. Young, no good. Atlanta's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Bogdanovich up top, defended by Trent. The Hawks again can't hit. A tight game here in Atlanta. Porter kicks to Trent. Good on the triple. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Bogdanovich wide open. Here's Fernando. Here's Griffin. Off target with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Trent. On the wing, Porter spins. Trent outside. Over Bogdanovich. Trent can't hit. Bogdanovich against Trent. Outside for Griffin. Outside Bogdanovich. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 3.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Trent against Bogdanovich. The pass to Young. The kick out to Porter. There's the drive, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Kicks it out to Collins. Van Vliet outside. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Back to Anunoby. Yes, and the foul. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Young against Van Vliet. In the corner, it's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks on top, leading by just 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The Hawks leading. Collins and Capella man the post position. Murray is the shooting guard. Hunter the small forward. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Murray dishes to Young. Kicks it out to Collins. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
Raptors trail by 4. Bertle sets the pick for Van Vliet. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. Takes it inside and finished off by Siakam.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Capella kicks to Young. Shoots the 3. Collins with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Van Vliet against Capella. Raptors moving the ball around. On the wing, Barnes. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. In the corner, Murray with it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Murray, the pass to Collins. Knocked loose and stolen by Siakam. And stolen by Murray. Hunter against Barnes. In the corner, Collins with it. Van Vliet against Young. Barnes outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pocket 6. And a wide open look for Siakam. A miss that time would have put him up. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Knocks it loose and stolen by Siakam. Fast break Toronto for the finish to tie it up. And foul on. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted.
The previous play is under
A different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He told him, hey, this game is there for you. Well, we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so Murray nails both of them.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Collins with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Collins kicks to Hunter. It's Young on the wing. And that one, good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
Van Vliet outside. To the middle. Here's Siakam. Collins with some nice D. Atlanta's shooting the ball at 42%. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
The previous play is under
action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there.
And no mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Young against Van Vliet. And the layup's good off the glass.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
Van Vliet against Young. From deep. Sinks the triple. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Got a piece of it. Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Bertel sets the pick for Van Vliet. Off target from outside. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young's running.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And the Raptors miss again. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The 17-footer. And Siakam with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one.